Good morning, citizens. Cloud access begins at 9. Unauthorized umbrellas will be confiscated on site. Burning on the sun, landlord painted heaven, said the auction had begun. There were businessmen in raincoats with their briefcases dry, selling little plastic droplets underneath the yellow sky. Mama kept the thunderstorm hidden in a jar, said they came from back when weather didn't need a credit card. We would shake it at the window, hear the tiny heavens fight, while the towers drink the river through a silver appetite. Every rooftop has a meter, every garden has a fee. You can purchase half a rainbow, but the blue is luxury. The city saw the rain, put the logo on the clouds. Now the rich can hear the thunder, while the poor just hear the crowds. The city saw the rain, every drop became a chain. We keep dancing in the dust like we never needed rain. Never needed, never needed. Tell yourself you never needed rain. There's a fountain in the lobby of the ministry get thirst, where they toast to record profits while the reservoirs get worse. There's a child licking frost from an air-conditioned door. There's a senator explaining why the drought will help the poor. They have influencers smiling from a holographic beach, saying hydration is a mindset anybody can achieve. Buy the silver monthly package, give them ornaments for free. Terms and conditions may include surrender in the sea. Every rooftop has a camera, every puddle has a guard. If you dream about an ocean, they will charge a sleeping car. The city saw the rain, put the logo on the clouds. Now the rich can hear the thunder, while the poor just hear the crowds. The city saw the rain, every drop became a chain. We keep dancing in the dust like we never needed rain. Rain, rain, rain. Clean water is a premium emotional experience. Check the forecast, sponsored panic, plastic forests, oceans, manic, corporate saints and mirror glasses, bless the smoke and taxi ashes, clouds got fences, wells got locks, blue chip floods and bottled stocks. Every mouth becomes a market, every spark becomes a target. They put a price upon the weather, then told us job will make us better. Smile for drones above the riot, drink the slogan, keep it quiet. I saw Neptune in an alley, selling seashells for a salary. He said, kid, they drain my kingdom, now I rent a bathroom sink from them. So paint your tongue the color blue, pretend the poison's morning dew. Wave your empty cup on cue, the cameras love a thirsty view.
I remember water falling,
Without passwords, without walls,
I remember open windows.
silver rivers down the wall.
Was it real or just a picture?
From a century erased,
Why can I still smell the pavement?
when the first cold raindrop breaks. Mama, open up the jar. The city saw the rain, but the clouds forgot the deal. Now the sky is growing darker and the thunder sounds too real. The city saw the rain, built a kingdom from our pain, but no tower owns the lightning, no machine can teach it chains. The city saw the rain,
Hear
uncontrolled weather is strictly. Nobody owns the sky.
Are you tired of being difficult? Try somebody easier.
The personality sold separately. Better laugh downtown, they came in lemon yellow. The salesman said just wear it loud and everybody's mellow. I traded in my nervous hands for gestures made of chrome. Now strangers say they understand the person on my phone. My bedroom wears a studio light. My breakfast has a pose. I photograph the morning twice before the morning goes. Turn me left, turn me right. Make the sadness look polite. Crop the bruise, fix the light. Sell the darkness as a lifestyle. Rent a smile, rent a smile. Wear it for a little while. Make it clean and make it bright. Make it fit the screen tonight. Rent a smile, rent a smile. Hide the panic underneath the style. Everybody loves your face when your face can be replaced. Replaced. When your face can be replaced. Sponsor clothes, we hug beside the mirror. Nobody asked how anybody was. We only moved in nearer. There was a table full of food, too beautiful to taste. We let it die beneath the lights and threw the truth away. A man was crying by the door. We asked him not to ruin the little dancing video that everybody's viewing.
Turn me left, turn me right. Make the breakdown look exciting. Cut the sound, raise the white. Even loneliness needs good lighting. Rent a smile, rent a smile.
Wear it for a little while.
Make it clean and make it bright.
Make it fit the screen tonight.
Rent a smile, rent a smile.
Hide the panic underneath the style.
Everybody loves your face when your face can be replaced. Your authentic self has expired. Please select a replacement.
New teeth, new mood, new digital skin. Tell the little camera where the lie begins. Package the trauma, monetize the ache. Crying high definition with a filter on your face. Keep it inspirational, never make it strange. People like a breakdown if the colors never change. Sell them your childhood, sell them your bed. Post a little hobby just to prove you're not dead. Brand deal, heaven, algorithm, hell. Everybody buying when nobody can sell. I became the product and the product lost control. Now my smiling little avatar is asking for my soul.
When the battery goes empty and the glass becomes a stone,
Will I recognize the silence?
will I know which voice is my own?
There's a stranger in the bathroom.
With my posture and my clothes,
He can imitate my laughter, but he doesn't know the joke.
rent a smile, rent a smile.
I have worn it all this while,
Now the plastic starts to split.
and the real thing won't quite fit.
Rent a smile, rent a smile.
Let the picture lose its style.
If you only love my face, you can keep the empty space. Congratulations. You are now completely.
I forgot what I was selling. woke up speaking with a stranger's voice. That was my beneath my fingernails. The I slept in clean white sheets. There was salt up on my collar and the ocean in my teeth. I could feel a small hand holding mine, but the hallway stood alone. Someone's dog began to follow me 3 dark streets away from home. Then the name appeared behind my eyes, written backward, burning blue. When I whispered it, the woman cried in apartment 22. She opened up the doorway, dropped the glass she held inside, said, "You have his way of standing." I said, "I'm sorry, who has died?" She reached out like she knew me, then pulled her trembling fingers back. There was recognition in her face, but nothing in my past. Somebody left the door unlocked between the ending and my start. Now unfamiliar footsteps keep returning through my heart. I got borrowed ghosts sleeping underneath my skin. They keep knocking from the inside, begging me to let them in. I've got borrowed ghosts. Every face is almost mine. I remember being someone in another place and time. Almost mine. Another place, another time. At the station in the city, I was waiting for the rain. Then I knew which broken window overlooked the 7 train. I remember yellow curtains, a kitchen painted green, a radio beside the still playing songs I'd never seen. There was coffee in a blue cup, there were flowers by the sink. There was someone singing "Stay With Me" before I had the chance to think. Then the vision folded inward like a picture set on fire. I was standing on the platform with the dead man's last desire. Every street contains a doorway. Every doorway hides a name. I keep finding little pieces of a life I cannot claim. I've got borrowed ghosts sleeping underneath my skin. They keep knocking from the inside, begging me to let them in. I've got borrowed ghosts. Every face is almost mine. I remember being someone in another place and time. One for the mother who waited by the phone. 2 for the soldier who forgot his way home. 3 for the thief with the key in his shoe. 4 for the lover who was buried in blue. They moved through my blood like graffiti on a train. Secondhand victories, inherited pain. Somebody's wedding ring under my tongue. Somebody's final prayer stuck in my lungs. I see their kitchens when I close my eyes. I taste their birthdays, I remember their lies. I know what they hear, what they never confessed. I know what your photograph they love the best. I'm a crowded apartment with the lights burning low. Everybody moved out, but they got nowhere to go. Every room has a heartbeat, every wall has a scar. Every window remembers who the previous tenants are. What if I was only empty and they needed somewhere warm? What if every soul is shelter, borrowed briefly from the storm? What if memory is water, moving endlessly between every body that is carried, every life that might have been? When I finally lose my shadow, when my final window closes, will I disappear completely or wake up inside the roses? Maybe I was never only one. I've got borrowed ghosts singing underneath my skin. I stopped trying to escape them, I just ask where they have been. I've got borrowed ghosts. Every voice becomes a line. Maybe no one leaves forever, maybe nothing stays as mine. I've got borrowed ghosts. It's 7 in the morning. Button up my skin. A tie beneath my chin. I leave my teeth inside the glass before the day begins. The elevator swallows me, then counts me floor by floor. I shake the hands of hollow men who never touch the door. They say control your breathing, keep your animal contained. So I lock him in the basement with the fluorescent chain. By noon he knows my password, by 5 he knows my name. By 6 the office windows all begin to look like flames. When the night shift and I'm awakes, he wears my face and makes mistakes. He bites the lock, he bends the bars, he drinks the dark between the stars. When the night shift, animal runs, he spits out orders, steals the sun. I tell myself he isn't me, but he knows where I keep the key. Keep the key. He knows where I keep the key. At 9 I see him dancing in the window of a train. At 10 he takes a stranger's coat and walks into the rain. He tears the labels from the bottles, changes every street sign twice. He throws my wallet in the river, says obedience has a price. Then he calls the ones I ghosted. You met the uniform, tonight you'll meet the man. By midnight he's a rumor, by 1 he owns the town. By 2 the little kingdom I constructed tumbles down. When the night shift, animal wakes, he wears my face and makes mistakes. He bites the lock, he bends the bars, he drinks the dark between the stars. When the night shift, animal runs, he spits out orders, steals the sun. I tell myself he isn't me, but he knows where I keep the key. Keep the key. Unapproved emotions may reduce workplace efficiency. Clock in, chin up, eyes dry, behave. Smile like a photograph nailed to a grave. Click that box, not that head. Make a little profit while your appetite's dead. 9 long hours in a windowless tomb. Artificial daylight filling the room. A title, a badge, a desk and a chair. Then they charge you for breathing that air. The creature gets hungry and learns every part of every corridor inside of your heart. He chews through the targets, the manners, the rules, the reviews, the motivational tools. He says you call me reckless because I want to feel. You call this normal because the prison looks real. You fear I'll destroy every plan that you made. I fear you'll die, never know when you stay. Tear off the bed, kick open the lift. If freedom's a sickness, then give me the gift. I swallow my anger, I polish my fear. I smile through a decade that disappeared. At 4 in the morning, he sits beside my bed. No broken glass around him, no sirens painted red. He says I'm not your enemy, I'm everything you hide. You keep confusing silence with being healed inside. Then I see beneath his anger, beneath the blood and noise, he is every buried feeling I was taught not to enjoy. Maybe I don't need to kill him. Maybe he needs no control. Maybe we can share the body. Maybe we can share the soul. When the night shift, animal wakes, I let him speak but choose the stakes. We'll break the lock, not burn the town. We'll wear the truth without the crown. When the night shift, animal runs, we won't obey or steal the sun. I know at last he isn't free until the man behind the mask agrees. I button up my shirt, but I don't leave myself behind when I go back to work. You said take the next exit. The next exit never came. We left the city after midnight with the dashboard glowing blue. You were folding up the silence like a letter passing through. There were towers in the mirror, there were headlights in your eyes. Every billboard told forgiveness, every tunnel told us lies. You kept tracing little circles in the dust above the door. Said we've driven past this building 3 or maybe 4 times before. I laughed like it was nothing, but the fuel light turned to red, and the road began repeating every word we never said. Round and round the city bends, every ending starts again. There's no exit on the ring road, no direction left to choose. Every lane returns us slowly to the things we tried to lose. There's no exit on the ring road, only signs without a name. You keep saying we are leaving, but we're arriving just the same. Just the same. Just the same. At 1, the radio started playing songs from years ago. At 2, a voice between the stations said it knew where we should go. At 3, we passed the diner where 2 strangers wore our clothes. They were laughing through the window like they knew how this would close. You said maybe that was us before we learned to disappear. I said maybe we are still in there, and these are only souvenirs. Then the moon became a streetlight, and the streetlight became dawn. But the shadows stayed beside us like the night it carried on. Round and round the white lines crawl, every promise hits the wall. There's no exit on the ring road, no direction left to choose. Every lane returns us slowly to the things we tried to lose. There's no exit on the ring road, only signs without a name. You keep saying we are leaving, but we're arriving just the same. Recalculating your entire life. Left lane, anger, right lane, doubt. Take the little shortcut, never get out. Miles on the meter, smoking events. Every old argument charging this rent. We drove through the places we said we forgot. The cheap little room in the grocery lot. The bridge where you kissed me, the curb where I lied. The corner where both of us swallowed our pride. No crash, no fire, no dramatic goodbye. Just 2 tired people under one tired sky. You asked for the truth, I gave you a map. You asked for my heart, I showed you the app. Now the road keeps looping like a needle in a groove. We keep calling it a journey because neither one will move. You can blame the city, blame the rain, blame the signs, but the circle only follows what we're drawing in our minds. Take the wheel, break the line, choose the loss and call it mine. Miss the turn, kill the light. Some things end because they're right. window. Cold air entered like a truth. You said I don't hate the person that I was when I loved you, but I cannot keep on driving just to prove we didn't fail. Sometimes leaving means accepting there was beauty in the trail. Then you touched my hand so gently that it almost made me stay, but the road divided quietly, and you pointed toward the grave. For the first time there were two lanes. For the first time there was choice. For the first time all the silence did not need another voice. There was an exit on the ring road, but it asked us to divide. You went east into the morning, I kept west and let you slide. There was an exit on the ring road. No applause and no one blame. We stopped saying we were leaving. We stopped arriving just the same. No more circles in the window, no more ghosts beneath the wheels. Not every road that ends in silence means the journey wasn't real. There was an exit on the ring road. There was one we couldn't share. I watched your taillights become sunrise, then become the empty air. The city disappeared behind me. This time I didn't turn around.